Hello my Owlettes, and welcome back to another video, and welcome to November. Yay! I love November. November is a time that it really is like the hustle. Not, it hadn't gotten up to the hustle, but we're past Halloween, we're moving into Christmas, and it's just so, I don't know, I've learned to really love November because it's just kind of like a calming, like before all the things going on in December. So, and I think it's a time to, for one, here in the States we have Thanksgiving, so it's a time I feel like, to kind of slow down, really appreciate the little things, you know. So, and that's what I plan on doing this month in my journal. And I also have the mini journal, which I think I took out because I took out my mini journal, which I'm going to have a separate video for that to kind of explain what my ideas behind that is. And then, because I'll be using this month's CWR kit, this past month's, that's kind of like my goal to do too, is to have the kit and then it kind of goes hand in hand with the next month on how to use it. So I've been kind of gearing towards that. So that's what I'm going to be doing this month. But again, I'll be doing another video on that really soon. So I have a lot of videos lined up because I did finish up getting all my washi tape and gluing my pages together, and I need to add my trim, and then we'll be doing that video on showing my plans for the month of November. And yeah, I absolutely love starting a new journal. Sometimes I'm sad, but like I mentioned before, that I'm sad to move on from the past journal that I'm using because I just got into it, you know. But I'm excited for this time of the year as well. And you can tell I was doing my washi tape while I was watching television, and I didn't cut this one. So, okay. Alrighty then. So let's get started. November's girl. This is the BBG Girls. If you're new here, welcome, and you're not familiar with the BBG Girls, it's a sticker club that I have every month. Starting this month, I'll have the physical stickers again, but starting next month, it'll be a download on Patreon. Fingers crossed. I've got to like really focus and get these done, but that's the plan. And basically, and I had someone mention in the comments about having cut lines if you have a silhouette. That's what I use as a silhouette to cut my stickers. And I can make it, I'm going to learn how to do a JPEG. I know I can scan in, and I think it becomes a JPEG. So I'm definitely going to be learning the ropes on that, but they will be PDFs for sure. And they will have the cut lines on there. So if you don't want to fussy cut all these, which I don't blame you, then you can use your cut machine and cut them. So you guys we're going to be learning this together. So, and I wanted to say thank you for all the comments. You guys don't realize what that means to me, that I'm inspired by everybody, and then you guys are like, oh, you inspire me to keep journaling, and I'm like, oh, that's so wonderful. I love that. It really made me feel like, wow, this is such a great community, and I love that we're all positive, and we want to tell our story, and it makes us happy, and it makes us feel good. So, yeah, that was so nice. I haven't responded to everybody because, of course, it's been chaotic because of the Halloween and just all the things. So, yeah, so I just want to tell y'all thank you for that. Okay, so we're gonna do what I usually do. In case you're also new here, I do an introduction page every month for whatever going into that month is. And I've already put together my journal because this is part of the Christmas event, Christmas series, video series that I'm doing about. It's called Mrs. Claus Creative Fun video series, and we put together a junk journal style using a little golden book with Big Bird, and it's the little golden book that says I can't wait until Christmas, and it is so cute. So yeah, washi up the ends. I'm going to be adding trim later. And yeah, so let's get to it. Okay, so normally what I do is I'll do my introduction page. I put in my calendar, and then I've kept a page open for basically like a vision board for the month. And so I have that, and then I think what I'm going to do is this will be the first page. This will be actually the November. I wish I had my other journal in here. Let me look at what we did here. Okay, this is the one that I was so sad to like leave behind, but as you can tell, I loved it so much I kind of did the same thing. I really am loving this quilt. I gotta find some more quilt pieces or material. I love covering that up. So, oh, I see. So I did do habit trackers in here. Here's my introduction page, my calendar, some quotes, and then, yeah. So I never did fill in my Hello September. So yeah, so I just wanted to kind of see what I've done from month to month. You don't have to do, I don't have to do the same thing. You don't have to do the same thing, but sometimes it gets my creativity to just kind of see, okay, what did I do? Calendar. And then, yeah, this was kind of like my little vision board. So, I love that journal. Okay. So, I'm going to leave this page blank. You know, I always like to just kind of have like an extra, you know, especially if I make them into like a junk journal, I can definitely do anything on this page. And especially with the holidays and everything, you can add so many things. Okay, so I just grabbed this stack. It was in a zippered envelope that I took to Vermont on my last trip. I had printed these out, these printables. It's Veriepear. In my head, I'm going to remember to put this down there. I try to remember to do this, and I say this every time. And I'm glad you guys come back and say, hey, you didn't leave those attachments or you didn't leave those links. Please do that, because by the time I'm uploading, and sometimes it's like the end of the day or the next day that I get it uploaded because it takes forever, which I don't think this video will, but my brain goes off to the next adventure, you know. I also have this Autumn Fields. I think I might have mentioned it in the last one, but I love this journal. I still feel like we are in autumn, November. Our leaves are just now changing here in Texas, so November, we haven't even had we had a slight cold front, you guys. One day, it was beautiful. I loved it. I opened up all the house. It was so nice. Took the best nap of my life. And me and my Pokey, which is my dog. But anyway, it's been so hot here, you guys. 90, 88, 87, 90. And it's just like, I'm so ready for a nice, you know, cool front to come in. So anyway, I still feel like we're in the autumn season, even though I know as my book progresses, and I did put a lot of Christmas washi in here, but I know as my book progresses within these next 2 months, definitely December, but in November, I will start gradually moving into more of the Christmassy themed, and that's just how, I mean, I've done it in the past, but right now I'm in the mindset of like, November is still like autumny, is that a word, autumny? You know, still have the feels of autumn. I also have this out of my stash. This is a ephemera pack that I bought years ago. I don't know how many years ago, but it was from Kelly Bangs and Grateful Chick, and it was basically, you know, showing gratitude and illustrated faith. So I felt like I could also use this little tidbits in my the little mini journal I'm going to be doing that's called Grateful, Thankful, Grateful, Blessed, which is that video that I'm going to be doing separately with referencing this the kit that I had this month. So let's go ahead, now that I've spilled all that out and kind of showed you guys what I had using in mind of this month, or at least this beginning of this month, let's go ahead and add our background. So, and these are just printables, I think, that came out of that same kit. And I love the polka dots. It really goes with, on my girl, I feel like, the turquoisey blue color. And I did print this out on sticker paper, so it makes it a lot easier to add for me. I mean, you can definitely do gluing, of course, but this, I love doing stuff like this on sticker paper because I kind of skip over that step of gluing things down. And this one is going to be bigger, but that's okay. We'll trim it up. So I hope everybody had a good Halloween. I had to work in town, which takes me about, I don't know, a little over an hour to get back home. And so what my husband does is, he has done it for the last couple years, is he basically drives his tractor and puts his trailer and puts hay, a hay ride. And then the kids in the neighborhood, we live out, like, in the middle of nowhere pretty much. And I just share this video they did of a restaurant that's local. We have this steakhouse that everybody goes to, and anyway, I ought to do it like I'll try to share that video because it really is cool. I mean, they did like a really good job on it and shows the community. And so yeah, I think we have 150 people in our community, but there's a ton of children. And my kids grew up where we didn't have trick-or-treaters, or it wasn't really an environment of houses close together where you could go trick-or-treating. And so a lot of the downtown areas of these smaller towns around here will do like you walk around the downtown and the businesses give out candy. But the one that we went to was so chaotic all the time. And so my kids always had different adventures through Halloween. But but locally what they do is they put together this hayride, and all the kids, they take the kids around, and usually it starts in daylight, and then we have like a civic center that does trunk or treat, and that's what I did. Me and Pokey went up there real quickly, and I had bought some candy, which, my goodness, candy was expensive this year, and handed out candy. And they were thinking it was going to rain, but it didn't rain, but that's what I did. I didn't, last year I rode on the trailer, but my husband thinks it's so cute to scare the tar out of me, walk in the room and just start talking, like, it scares me to death every time. Anyway, so now I lost total track of what I was saying. I'm sorry. He's such a brat. And he thinks I'm crazy, and that's okay. In a good way. Okay. Gosh, I'm sorry I don't remember what I was saying. That's terrible. See how easy that is? It's just you do your sticker paper and voila. So, but going back to Halloween, yeah, Brazos, my daughter, usually she's my sidekick on everything, but she's grown up, you guys, and she's off doing her fun things. And yeah, so it's just me now. And but anyway, we did that's what we did last night. And then I came home and started gluing my sticker pages together because I was like, it's November tomorrow. I'm so excited. And I was looking for my big tape I just bought with the leaves, but I don't see it anywhere. So we will go with, this doesn't look very fallish to me. Let's see, maybe I have it over in my little space here. I don't think I do, but I'll just use this tape. It's gold. It's kind of a bronzy with stars. And it kind of has a sparkle to it, so that's nice. So, yeah, I've been watching the Hallmark movies, TV shows. And then, what else? We already watched Elf. Oops, cut that page. I'll just put this extra piece of washi. Cut that background page on the next see, I need to glue that down. This is why I like to, you know, like I said, I like to use sticker paper, but where's my glue? But I also let's see. I think I put it in the other room. I also because sometimes as you journal, if you glue your pages down, this happens, which is totally fine because you just add glue on the back there and you move on. Okay. And you get glue all over your hands. Alright, so here we go. Let's put her. I'm going to put her towards the edge in here. I do want to add some trim right here. That kind of, since I'll be doing 2 months in here, I'm going to add some trim here. Or I might also put a little tab. So that's kind of why I wanted to leave a little space over here. And then November. And 2024. Alright, and I like to put these little stars. So I had gone to Warrington, which is like this trade days. It's they say Warrington Trade Days, but it's a big antique fair they have like twice a year. And a little history on that. I remember being babysitting, so I was probably like 12 or 13 years old, and the lady that I babysat for, that's how I started loving like decorating my house, and I was introduced to Country Living magazine, and I would sit at her while I was babysitting and just like go through all those magazines. I loved it. Well, they always talked about round top, round top, round top. When I looked at the map back then, you know, we didn't have Google, but when I looked at the physical, it looked like it was closer to Houston. I was like, oh, I don't know if I'll ever get to go. I want to go so bad. It's in Texas. You know, back then it just seemed like almost, wow, there's so much, it's so far, right? So, anyway, we, now, you can take a back road. It's only like, it's not very far from our house, but taking the back roads and everything, it takes a little bit longer because it is a, you know, the time, the length isn't far, but you got to go on these windy roads and blah, blah, blah. Well, anyway, so so now I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like I get to go all the time if I want to. So I ordered these, which I'll show you guys on Instagram, because I'm going to set it up probably later on today. But they have these, this last sticker somewhere. Put it over here. It's probably going to cover it with that side, but that's okay. But they had this, this lady was making these wood signs out of like old, like, I almost want to call it like privacy fence wood, but it's, excuse me, it's real rough. For $10, you guys. These, and they were like just pieces of wood that she assembled together, and then she painted that. And I felt so sorry for everybody down there this year because it was so hot. I mean, hot. And no coolness. You know, they deal with so many different elements. Sometimes it's windy, rainy, cold, and then, but this year it was hot. I mean, I have to hand it to those people. I don't think I could do that. So anyway, she was making these wooden creations, and a lot of them were $10. $10. It was so inexpensive. So I bought a turkey and I bought a snowman, and I want to put them on my gate as the seasons change. And then I bought this big metal Halloween pumpkin, not from her, but from another guy. And I never did put it up on the gate, you guys. I feel like it was just chaotic this year. I don't know why. But anyway, the moral of the story is I got this great turkey that I can't wait to put up on the, and I'm gonna make it's gonna be part of my, not journal. It's gonna be part of my calendar, my hand, I showed you guys how I'm gonna do my handmade calendar. And I'm going to basically change it out every month seasonally. And because, you guys, I kind of laugh because John, my husband, he was like, you don't think they notice things, at least. And he's like, you didn't even decorate the gate. Because I had taken down the original stuff that I had up there that was from the summer, and you didn't even decorate the gate. And I was like, well, I had bought a pumpkin that was really cheesy, and I was just like, I don't want to put this on the gate. So anyway, now I have this great big metal pumpkin I can put on the front gate. So anyway, I'm going to put my turkey up later today. And that's going to be part of my routine for the year, is to decorate my gate every month. Fingers crossed that happens. So I need to sit down and make a list of okay, for, Christmas I always do a wreath. And now I have my turkey, which is so cute. And then January I have my snowman, which of course we don't snow here, but very rarely, but I can still pretend that it is winter here. We just don't get snow. And then Valentine's, I have a heart on there already, a metal heart, but I want to do something else like with Valentine's. And then I want to contact the lady and say, okay, what other things, because she said I'll be back in the spring, and now I have her, because I had to order it and go pick it up. Or actually we were walking around and Brazos loved it, and I was like, oh, I do too, I love the turkey. And she said, I said, well, what other things do you do? And she said, well, I need to text her that, because she'd had nutcrackers, she just had so many different things. And she said, oh, I'll be here in the spring, and I'll order, you can call me and order stuff. So, because she was working already on a ton of things, and I was like, so she said I'm out here every year in the same spot. Well, anyway, that's what she's good. Anyway, that's kind of what, these are belly bands. That's a cute idea. Have I ever mentioned that it gets crazy around here when everybody wakes up? That was my baby's Pokey. So, okay, so we were talking about these belly bands, which I thought was really, really fun. But I'm not going to use them as belly bands. Because I'm going to use them as permanent things. I wanted to do the polka dots. I really like using this thinner paper too. I wish I could find my washi tape that I just bought. It's so pretty. It's real thick. It's got leaves on it. Autumn leaves. And I just bought it from Little Craft Place. And I thought I had it up here with my other, with the new washi, which was in this little bin. But because I think it would look so pretty right here on the seam. Okay, so I don't want to waste. So I'm just going to come over here and randomly put this down here, because it could be part of where I put my numbers and everything. Okay, I really like this washi too. It's more of a Christmassy, but it's very like subtle. It's got holly leaves, I think, on it, maybe like a eucalyptus or something. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add that there. That's why I really wanted that thick one, because I wanted to cover that edge up as well. No worries, then we'll just add another piece, make it look really thick. Whoops. Okay, so this being kind of like a just another introduction page, I'm gonna put this this leaf on there. I don't know where. I think I printed this out online because we went to the Robert Frost Museum, and I'm gonna give you a little hint as to, I guess I could just tell you, I don't need to give you a hint, but this next kit for December, the CWR kit, is going to be kind of geared towards winter, but it's called Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening. I don't think it's going to be that big of a title, but I based it on the Robert Frost Museum. And I think if you missed my story on Robert Frost, so basically I had this teacher that I absolutely loved in high school, and I had him 2 years in a row for English, and he just, the way he taught, it just made you love American literature. It was just a great class. Like, for me to remember it, it's a great class. And so I remember Robert Frost reading basically that poem. It has been my favorite poem forever. Even my kids were, I think my son was like, "Oh, Mom, I remember you telling me about that." And then my sister was talking about this one, and she said, "Oh, I didn't know he wrote this poem about the road less traveled." And so anyway, it was such a great museum, and very inspiring. And I wish, like, I think I told you guys it was raining. It was just so, it was totally just beautiful, 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 and I really enjoyed it. And I'd love to go back and do the trails, you know, but it was kind of rainy. I mean, it was raining quite a bit, and so, but I would like to, you know, it'd be fun to do those trails. Maybe go back in the summer or something, and do those trails. Okay, so I'm gonna do this as my little also part of my little introduction. I'm gonna put the month in here again. I really like this calendar. It's from oh gosh, Dunn. Last name Dunn. What's first name? Let me look. Brain's not working. Ray Dunn. I was saying, you know, Holly Dunn. You probably, if you guys know old 80s country music, you know, she's saying, but I was like, I know it's not Holly Dunn, but Ray Dunn. I love it. I just wish that every month had different, like, to me these flowers are not, but I end up cutting them off anyway, but it would have been fun to have them like, oh, they're leaves, or they, you know, go with the season, but they're all the same throughout the whole calendar, which is fine. But now the gingham behind it is different. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of leave this here, because I'm going to add some, probably, I don't know what I'm going to add. Like I said, these, with the Creative Daily Journal, it's one of those things that you just kind of add as you go along too, to the different pages. So I don't know if I want to like add real leaves here maybe, or I don't know yet what I'm going to do. And that's the joy of journaling. You don't have to make a decision all at one time. You get to play. And sometimes, like, this is stuff like this, it's like you can come and just, let me see something. You can just play as you go along, you know, like, if you don't have, I like to just, even if I don't have but 10 minutes, you know, or 5 minutes to come in and open my journal up and put a sticker down. I love to do my daily stickers, and just, you know, add things as I go along, because that, for one, it keeps it active, and it keeps your journal, what do you call it, moving in the, you know, keeps it, it's a moving document. What is that word? Like, basically, it continues, you know, you can go play in it, and to me, it's very, very relaxing. put my little Mad for Plaid girl down. Oh, update on stickers and charms. It's just been kind of busy, but I am going to work on those tonight and hopefully have a big release on Saturday. So, Saturday the 2nd, tomorrow. Gosh, I keep thinking it's the 3rd. Saturday the 2nd, if not the 3rd, but I'm going to really shoot for the 2nd. Fingers crossed. Alright, you guys, so that's a wrap for this for now. Like I said, it's definitely, I want to save these so I can put those in on the dates. And what I like to do is, so this is going to be kind of like a vision board. I don't know if I should leave this blank. Like, kind of do like I did try to do it in September. I need to count out these pages to see where November is going to end and December is going to start. I definitely think I left enough pages for extra pages in here, like extra things. But, or do I just go ahead and start with number 1? So I'm going to need to do a count. I'll do a count, and then we'll talk about it when we do our trims next, because that's what I'm going to do. The next video will be adding the trims and going from there. And we can always come back and play a little bit more on this. So, alright, you guys, y'all have a super sparkly November 1st. Deep breaths, have fun, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.